Jim, when you look at teams, when you look at kind of overarching stats, what are some of the things that stand out to you as we're trying to break down this bracket, from the bottom up?
Yeah, I mean, defense is huge. You've got to be able to get stops. You have to be able to win multiple ways. And I've said that about a couple teams in the bracket. We can get to them. But if the only way you can win is outscoring somebody, it's really hard to do that 6 times in a row as the competition gets better and better. So that's definitely something I'm looking for. And then guard play. You don't have to have all American guards, but you have to have guys that take care of the ball, can create a shot late in the game for themselves or others. Teams that if you're just your only route to key offense is throwing it inside and hoping the big man can go get it, that's easier to stop because sometimes you just can't even get him the ball. So guard play and defense are the two tenets that I'm always looking for teams to advance.
Dan, you agree?
Yeah, the guard play for sure is the first thing that comes to my mind because you just look at Baylor last year. I mean, they got it done without a dominant big man. I mean, they had guys that they interchanged there, but it was their guards that carried them throughout the entire tournament. And that this year with teams that I'm looking at, I just first look at if they have multiple guards, especially just a good point guard, a good shooting guard, but multiple guys that can either handle it or score on their own. In crunch time, that's just something you look for when you get down and dirty. If a guy or multiple guys can get a basket when it's a close game, that's something I definitely look at. But you mentioned it, Jared, with the defense. And we were talking about before we went live here is just if a team, combined has a good offense and defense that's, among the top 50 or 40 in KenPom, it's definitely a good sign. And we'll get to it in a second, but a team like Purdue, just a terrible defense. Yeah. And it's a team that I just can't see going deep because of how bad their defense is. They have one of the best offenses in the country, but the defense is going to, a fatal flaw there. So that's definitely something I look at.